Okay, guys, it's Mecha-san here, and I got a fun little Mojo Plays reaction here. The top 10 sexiest Assassin's Creed characters. The thumbnail, we had Cassandra from Odyssey. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's I know people don't like that game here. I can share some of the opinion, but I did like the much more heavy Isu influence here and everything, so moving on. And we also got the pirate. I forgot her name from Black Flag, who became our quartermaster after Adewale left. So yeah, let's see. There's plenty of characters I want. Lord, the do what awaits.
Welcome to Mojo Plays. Today we're looking at the sexiest Assassin's Creed characters.
Obviously,
don't worry about me, Greenie. I can handle a few things.
it's not gonna be limited to. Not gonna be limited to just females.
So,
clearly.
Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest.
I'm gonna be pausing as well here to talk about these characters.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
And Bonnie, thank you. And Bonnie. I want to really talk about this one here.
And when they're sober, a jilt when they're sauced, but never lady.
History's most notorious female pirate, Anne Bonny, sailed the high seas with her co-conspirator,
Oh, yeah.
Reed, and
Yep.
Calico Jack.
You dealt with Lover?
Black Flag,
Wow.
alongside many other infamous pirates,
Girl, you could do better.
immediately a cut above most of Kenway's allies, the majority of whom don't seem to have touched a bathtub since they set sail.
Captain, here's one still kicking.
She's a redhead too, if that's your type, and begins.
Yeah, why not?
as a friendly
That's
Irish
those are getting rarer and rarer.
who happens to be a great singer. To this day, Bonnie remains an enigma of the golden age of piracy. She disappeared from the history books in the 1720s, never to be seen again.
You'll make a fine photo.
Yeah, which
Connor.
no, go back, Southwark there. Like Anne Bonnie. I'm glad they started with this one here. Anne Bonnie here. Yes, you can actually make a game with her again because yeah, I read the history book, like what it's known here. As far as the history says, she, along with Mary Reed, died in that prison that Edward saved them from. Now we know Mary died, but in the game, Anne survived, and naturally, the warden of the prison would have said that now we executed her because, come on, a notorious pirate, a woman at that, because keep in mind it's the setting here, people, like somehow Anne managed to escape their prison and judgments, like that would be a big, fat, embarrassing mark on the warden here. So he's not gonna say the truth here. He's gonna say that, yeah, Anne Bonny, yeah, we killed her and everything and got rid of her corpse. Yeah, you know, did the whole procedure. So yeah, she is as good as dead. To say, yeah, they're gonna save face. They're gonna lie after skin their teeth. So that's easily explained here. And there have been like in that, obviously it's not canon anymore, I believe, in the shut down iOS game where she did eventually join the assassins or took on jobs with them, like took jobs of them. Because yeah, eventually, like she says, she doesn't have the commitment here, but that could change in time here. She could eventually decide to join the assassins or at very least just work with them. I would love a game where we get to play as Anne Bonny. She'd be the second actual historical character we can play as. The first being, if you're wondering, Anastasia Romanov from Chronicles Russia. But yes!
You'll make a fine father too.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Not really. Connor.
And I will put a stop to this.
You can do more with Connor.
When Assassin's Creed 3 released, especially compared to the enduring charisma of Ezio. But time has been kind to Connor. And where he was once perceived as ungrateful and whiny, he's now seen as a brooding, sensitive soul who sees through the hypocrisy of America's founders.
It is not enough. It never is.
Yeah, it never is.
Advocating freedom while still keeping slaves. He's also loyal and is an assassin to the last, as well as never abandoning people, even when circumstance takes him far away. He's a complex guy, and
even though it all screwed up here.
Type, and he did almost single-handedly win the American Revolutionary War.
Yeah, kinda. Kinda like he helped King in key battles.
Aya.
Oh boy, but yeah, having played the remaster, I am still pissed off that they didn't include that like cut piece of dialogue here about that was of Connor's like eventually realizing like it growing up, stuff like that here about that is my compromise, stuff like that here, everything he's learned and such, like his final monologue. Did it? I don't remember. But so yeah, that would have been perfect here. But yeah, Connor's a good character. We see him, especially if you do like the homestead mission. The game requires you to do everything. All from the little side homestead missions are essential to get Connor's full character. And once you do all that, alright, he eventually becomes more likable. You see the more human side of him and such. And that, oh god, yeah, that ending. But yeah, you can have more with Connor now. What does he do after this? It's like, I mean, people say, oh, well, he's on like Ezio, stuff like that here. Ezio had 3 whole games to grow. We saw him being a whiny brat. I mean, even the first game, he was still kind of naive. When he let Rodrigo Borgia go. It's like, you should have killed him. Not of revenge, but the fact that it was your mission. Look what happened to him in Brotherhood. So, in a way, Ezio was naive as well during the second game here, much like how Connor is in this game here. So, another game with Connor here, like, essentially going through what Ezio gone through in Brotherhood, would benefit the character. I'm all for that.
Aya. Creed Origins.
Let us be together. Us two.
God.
Each to each.
She may have been more influential in founding the Assassin Brothers.
Yeah, she needs more.
Known as the Hidden Ones.
She needs a bit more here. Like, I've read the comic book, it's cool, but we need more with games.
Much like Bayek, she is a great warrior and even better at working in the shadows, eventually rising through the ranks and becoming one of Cleopatra's closest confidants.
Which was a big mistake.
Not who kills the priest. Let it be done before we head to Heraklion in the north.
Honestly, Aya's only downside is that she's not in the game more. We don't meet her at all.
Well, her only downside was trusting these guys here, like Cleopatra and Julius Caesar. Look what happened in the end.
Undeniably attractive about someone
But
who
yeah.
frees Egypt from tyranny of both the pharaohs and the Romans.
I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One, known as Amunet.
Which, yeah, in the comic they show us how she killed Cleopatra. Jacob, literally the dumbest assassin in everywhere. Like, people think Connor was dumb. No, Connor was a bit naive. This guy's an idiot.
Taking the fight directly to Crawford Starrick. He's the idealist who doesn't want to wait to liberate London from the Templars, and though his methods leave much to be desired,
Much?
optimism that makes
He fucked things up for England, which Evie had to clean up.
Plus, he has an almost unmatched sense of style, where other assassins looked ridiculous and barely blended in with their surroundings. We're looking at you, Kenway. Jacob's wearing a top hat and a trick.
Kenway blended in.
Understated,
It fits the time.
1860s.
It's all about fitting the time here.
Jacob's the guy for you, and he's bisexual, so everyone.
Really? Huh. I did not know that one.
Lucy Stillman.
I promise I'll answer
Uh,
questions later. But right now,
Really?
I need you to just shut up and do what I say.
I didn't find her sexy, but
She may not be much of a character in the first game, but that all changes when she busts Desmond out of Abstergo.
I mean, she's
At the beginning,
pretty badass, but she was a double agent.
finally, they put Kristen Bell to good use and made Lucy one of the best characters of those first few games. Being as she's
Yeah.
also modelled on Kristen Bell, she was always going to make this list.
Yeah, before we learned that
You'll just be better at it.
Yes, we know
She's a traitor.
Lucy's a traitor to the assassin cause and
Yeah.
ultimately a triple agent. But does
Yeah.
that make her more exciting?
Yeah, triple. Like originally from the assassins, then turned a Templar, but still like kept up her.
I don't know what to do anymore. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Adewale, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I'm Edward. Much thanks for your
Oh, Adewale.
He and Edward Kenway meet.
I want more on this guy, of course, here. Like, yeah, he's got this game here, the Freedom Cry DLC, and we even see how he died in Rogue. There's still more. There's still more they can do.
What a praise. What business do Templars have there?
Originally an escaped slave from Trinidad, Adewale sees honor in piracy and uses this profession as a means to break out more slaves and captives on the high seas. Where some pirates were only in it for the money, he wants to serve a higher cause and help as many people as possible. Finally, he speaks 3 languages fluently, 2 of them Romance languages, French and Spanish.
I must devote my energy to those who struggle for freedom. I will use my conviction and my creed to defend them alongside anyone who will help me.
He had a descendant.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Ooh.
You seem to have caused quite a commotion.
What can I say? You were all
I actually bought the book.
You were a worse one.
I like Unity here. I mean, I platinum Unity, and I actually bought the a book Unity here, which it's essentially like Forsaken, like how Forsaken is the real life journal of Haytham Kenway. The book Unity is the real life journal of Elise Delasair. Yeah, like we get to learn what happened and everything like that, like what she's been doing in the background, and I'm all for that. We also get a bit about what Arno was doing after the event of the game, which he was active for a while here, so you can make another game with him. In fact, that's one of the things that many Assassin's Creed fans have wanted from this guy here. Like, you can have it so Arno learns about who finally killed his father, Shay Cormac here, heads to America here, where he also meets up with Connor and such. There is a lot. All the...
problems. Its main character wasn't the biggest, but it's still baffling that Ubisoft decided to make Arno the lead instead of his infinitely superior love interest, Elise. Arno and Elise have a Romeo and Juliet thing going on.
Yeah, it's Romeo and Juliet.
Recruit to the assassins, and her the daughter of the Templar Grand Master. It seems fate wants to pull them apart.
Elise,
Yeah, but to be fair, Arno loved Elise long before he knew about the Assassins and Templars.
Plots and the French Revolution mean that they have to work together, and we see that Elise is just a better character. She's more nuanced, has a better backstory, and is all-round too good for Arno, and his increasingly sullen attitude. And of course...
I wouldn't say about too good for Arno here. I mean, she's still a Templar. She's still a Templar, and she's driven by revenge, and look what that's got ya.
She's also French, which makes anyone sexier.
Where's Germain?
I will never talk.
Then right.
Bayek of Siwa, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Run home to your mother. Trenzera will be fine. I will take care of it. Go.
Though Bayek's story
Yeah.
is full of tragedy, as he
Yeah,
attempts to
this boy Kim was so annoying.
also shows what a
He's like, I'm scared, Papa, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Ugh.
He'll do absolutely anything for those closest to him, even if that means traveling across all of Egypt to systematically assassinate the members of a clandestine cult. You know, normal dad stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
Stop, Bayek!
He's got other great qualities too. As one of Egypt's few remaining Magi, this means he's always willing to help others. And
Yeah, but it's a marshal, basically.
fighting back against the oppressive regime. He's also rocking some amazing dreadlocks at the start. of the game.
Yeah, about a year or so without beard or haircut.
Selu is alive.
Cassandra, assassin.
Still this day, one of the biggest mistakes they started with Origins is removing the whole DNA sequencing thing to allow you to replay old missions. I really want to replay the mission in which we like go on that drug trip hallucination and kill that snake. I mean, well, we still have those like giant gods here, like the crocodile and the jackal god, but whatever. Like, I want to kill a snake. Now, Cassandra here, the canon character for Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I think they mean you harm.
I wish you would have told me that before they hit me.
but that's beside the point.
The internet was set ablaze when Cassandra was revealed ahead of Odyssey's 2018 launch. Though her brother Alexios is easy on the eyes too, Cassandra is the canon main character.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's face it, she has much better voice acting.
It's enough for you to know that I plan to stop men like Commander Exenor.
Yeah.
Not only does Cassandra have a pet eagle, but she's also taller than most of the game's other characters. If Lady Dimitrescu's taught us anything, it's that
Yeah, she's a Spartan.
love tall women. As if she wasn't attractive enough, at one point she has to enter the Olympics wearing minimal clothing.
Yeah.
Covered in
And oil too as well. After testicles became shark chow. The days before Christianity.
And wine, huh? I'd hardly call it waste.
Yep, Betsy all the torty.
Mornings then. Or have you done the same?
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
The list of sexiest characters would be complete without Ezio Auditore, gaming's leading ladies' man. Ezio has no shortage of passionate love interests during his games, from Caterina Sforza to Sofia Sartor. It seems nobody can take their eyes off him, and who can blame them?
So what up, though, Sophia? Yeah.
I'm rather fond of it.
Oh, Sophia's are fine, but the other.
From a charismatic young man to the responsible leader.
Yeah, they're still using the collector's edition version, right? For this. Yeah.
By his third game, he's starting to show his age, but in a lot of ways, this
Well-
only makes him more attractive. Plenty of people
And to be fair, at his age, he's still in his 50s. This is Ezio in his 50s, people.
love a silver fox, after all, especially an Italian one.
Though,
Even
in this time period here, this may as well be like the 70s.
When you're finished.
We will work something out.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video,
Yo, wow. Yeah, in fact, Revelations, he was like in his early 50s, actually. Like 51 or something. Because, yeah, by the time of Brotherhood, Ezio was in his 40s. More or less, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Like, that was in his 40s here. Brotherhood took place over the span of, I think, 2-3 years or so between everything. And then Revelation was a bit of a time leap here, and we see Ezio in his 50s. No, actually, I think he was, like, when he killed Cesare, Ezio was in his late 40s, early 50s. How about I have to look? I'll have to check my archives here but I have checked this out here, and yeah. And keep in mind, in this time period here, people living to their 50s, that's considered pretty old age. I mean, I remember, like, in Brotherhood, when we talked to that menacing guy, he says, a man your age shouldn't be straining himself so hard. And Ezio's like, man my age. Yeah, because he was 40 years old. That's old. That's way past your midlife right there. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Overall, great characters here. A lot of these characters need to come back somehow here. Need to have more about them. You need to know what happened to them, of course. And Bonnet, give us more. Connor, give us more games here where we see him develop even further. Come on. We know he's trained more people here. I'm still curious to know what happened to the homestead. Like the entire community that Connor grew. Out of Walla here, you know what? I'm still curious. Yeah, like we got beginning, middle, and end more or less for Walla. There's a lot of space between Freedom Cry and Rogue. It's like, okay, a bit happened here. I want to know what else happened there. Yeah, like these characters, you want to know every little bit about them in some way, shape, or form. And some of these guys deserve that here. Like, again, Arnold Dorian definitely deserves that. Bayek of Siwa, you know what? I think I'm okay with Bayek, but I am kind of curious. Like, we have a bunch of games, but I think we're good. We had comic books of Aya, but now I am curious to see how Aya found the Colosseum Vault. Because, yeah, she actually did find the Colosseum Vault. That's actually where the Brutus armor was stored here before the followers of Romulus took it out or something like that. So, yeah, we'd like to know. How you got Jacob Fry here? Why? Why Jacob? He's an idiot. He screwed over London more times than not here. I like Evie Fry more. Interesting to know that he was bisexual, but whatever. He's still a dumbass. So yeah, overall, decent list here. Okay, yeah. Oh boy. All right, on this quick question, people. Who else was like just sick of this kid here? Like after they found out what a baby this boy was here, it's like, did you really start feeling bad at all? Like sad that he got killed? At this point, I was like, you know what? Yeah, he was a whiny little brat. It was a whiny little baby here. You guys could do better here. So try again next time. Because that's how I felt. Eventually, that's how I felt as we learned more about how Kemu really was. Like, oh God, shut up, kid. It's like, stop being such a scaredy cat. Like, seriously, he's making Chucky Finster from the Rugrats look like a brave baby. Oh, boy. Okay, so yeah. Gotta admit, the big surprise, though, was indeed Lucy here. Really? I mean, she's not bad. Well, a bad looker, but... If anything, I like more Rebecca than Lucy here. Yeah, well, so everyone, thank you for watching. As always, comment about what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.